The Pittsburgh Steelers have been making waves this offseason, and now they might be looking to add a familiar face to their receiving corps. Reports suggest that the Steelers have shown interest in former Tennessee Titans wide receiver Tyler Boyd, a name that fans in Pittsburgh may already recognize. Boyd, 31, is a Pittsburgh native and an alum of the University of Pittsburgh, where he made a name for himself before heading to the NFL. After 7 years with the Cincinnati Bengals, Boyd spent last season with the Tennessee Titans. Now, it appears that the Steelers could be in play to bring him back home to Pittsburgh. According to Steelers reporter Mark Kaboly from 93.7 The Fan, there have been discussions between Boyd and the Steelers. While there hasn't been an official offer on the table just yet, Kaboly confirmed that the two sides have been in talks. The Steelers did offer him, but I don't know about the offer, Kaboly said. They talked, but I did hear that at least the Steelers were talking to him. At this point, it's still unclear whether these talks will evolve into something more formal, but the fact that the Steelers are showing interest in a player of Boyd's caliber is noteworthy. Boyd's ties to Pittsburgh are well known, and he's been vocal about his desire to return to the area. The Steelers' potential move to add Boyd comes at a time when the team is making a concerted effort to build a stronger, more reliable offense for the upcoming season. Boyd could bring experience and a solid skill set to a Steelers receiving corps that has seen its ups and downs in recent years. However, there seems to be a financial roadblock standing in the way of an agreement. Kaboly reports that the Steelers and Boyd have not come to terms due to what Boyd perceives as a lack of fair compensation. What I'm under the belief is that the money is not there for Boyd to make a decision, not only with the Steelers but across the board, Kaboly explained. A lot of teams are trying to lowball him right now, and he doesn't want to play for minimum whatever 2 years, $3 million. He thinks he's much more worth it. So that's why he's waiting out to see how this plays out right now. It's a tough situation for Boyd, who feels his value is greater than what some teams, including the Steelers, are offering. The wide receiver market has been a tough one this offseason, and many players have been waiting to see how negotiations unfold as teams finalize their salary cap situations. Boyd has made it clear he's not interested in taking a lowball offer, so he's holding out for the right deal that matches his market value. That said, Boyd's desire to play for the Steelers could be the X factor that makes this situation worth watching. Absolutely, Boyd said, when asked about the possibility of joining the Steelers. You know, all my family is here. I'd be able to have the majority of them be able to support me. The chance to play in front of his hometown fans and have his family close by could provide the personal motivation Boyd needs to ultimately make the move. Boyd's connection to the Steelers runs deep. He's had a positive relationship with head coach Mike Tomlin for years, dating back to his time at Pitt. Boyd reminisced about his time interacting with Tomlin, saying, "I'm real cool with Mike Tomlin. He's always been a good person. When I was at Pitt, we had a good relationship. After practice, I'd walk over there, talk to Antonio Brown, and those guys talk to Tomlin, and he'd just pick at different things where I could get better and get some guidance. I think we had a great friendship." Last season, Boyd played for the Titans on a 1-year, $2.4 million contract. Despite dealing with an offense in transition, Boyd started in 8 games out of 16 and posted 39 catches for 390 yards. It wasn't the type of season that would cause many teams to throw large sums of money his way, but Boyd has shown that he still has the talent to contribute in a major way. Over his career, Boyd has caught 552 passes for 60,190 yards and 31 touchdowns in 85 starts and 136 regular season appearances. So what's next for Boyd and the Steelers? It all comes down to how these negotiations play out. Boyd has made his desire to play for the Steelers clear, and the team is likely intrigued by the idea of adding a veteran presence to their receiving group. But Boyd's contract demands will need to be met for this to become a reality. Will Boyd eventually return to Pittsburgh? Will the Steelers find a way to meet his financial expectations? Only time will tell. But this situation is certainly one to keep an eye on as the offseason continues to unfold.